Good afternoon, John Keegan here, Chief Executive of Monmouthshire Housing. I'm ringing to give you, our tenants, an update on where we are as regards the corona outbreak, the shutdown, and what kind of services we are giving and what you can expect from us. You've had some previous videos from me explaining how our services and what we're doing has evolved throughout the crisis. So some of the key things I want to talk about today. What are we doing about tenants' well-being? Well, we've identified 1,500 of our tenants who may well require our help. Over the past week or so, we've contacted every single last one of those people where we've had their contact details, and we've assessed the people most in need of help. Fortunately, in Monmouthshire, very tight-knit communities, lots of people have friends and family living close by who are giving them support. But for those people who require it, we've referred them on to the local authority, and where we can directly give support and help, we will do it. So if you feel that you need help, please contact us. Let's discuss what your requirements are and see if there's anything that we can do to help you. But if we can't help you, we probably know somebody who can. We really want people to go through this difficult time with as few worries as possible. Clearly in Gwent, it's very, very serious outbreak of coronavirus in Gwent. People are very worried. Lots of people getting ill, and there have been some fatalities, and we want to make sure that within our communities that we minimise those as much as possible, and with your help we can do that. One of the things that people are very concerned about at the moment is the financial position. Many people have been made redundant. We're getting a significant increase in the number of people contacting us to say they're struggling to pay the rent, they've lost work, they're trying to negotiate their way through the benefit system, and we are here to help, and every single one of those counts, whether it be help about how to make a universal credit claim, whether it be help for the self-employed struggling to pay the rent. We're not here to make your life more difficult. We're here to take away some of your worries. We're going to work with every single one of our tenants through this crisis, particularly if they've got financial issues, to make sure that at the far side we know exactly where we're going, we know exactly what we're going to do, we know exactly how we can help them, and you, the tenant, will know exactly what you've got to do to keep up your side of the bargain. Certainly, as I said, in the last few weeks there's been lots and lots of additional requests for help, but some of our normal business has had to grind to a halt. So, for example, on the letting side, because we were unable to do the works to our empty properties because of social distancing, not in every instance, but in almost every instance, we've not been able to bring the empty properties, which become when tenant leaves or for whatever reason, up to the standard that we would normally expect. Which means then that if you're looking for a new home to live in, you won't see anything on the website. On the other hand, if you've already been offered something, and as soon as we can complete the works at the end of the crisis, we will do so, and we will let the property to you. And at the end of the crisis also, we will be absolutely pulling out all the stops to complete the works to as many properties as we can, as quickly as we can, to re-let those properties to you, your friends and family who may well need accommodation after this crisis. Certainly looking to keep tenants secure and well in their homes. The trade staff are still carrying out gas servicing, but also emergency repairs. They will ring you before they get to the property. You must not be in the room. The tradespeople are nervous as anyone else about the transmission of the virus one way or the other. Our trade staff are as well equipped as staff in the NHS as you would expect, because they are in your homes, and they will only wear that equipment though if need be. Otherwise, social distancing applies. Do not be in the same room as the tradesman. They will ring you before they get to the property. They will expect the front door to be open. They'll know where the repair is because you will have specified that when you told us what the problem was. They will go to that room, effect a repair, and tell you when they're leaving the property. There should be no other reason for you to have any contact with the tradesperson. Don't wander into the kitchen, please, to make a cup of tea or anything while the tradesman's there. Let them get on with their business and get in and out as quickly as possible in the interest of yours and their health and well-being. It's really important we work together on this. The non-emergency repairs, we've had some queries about that. They will start again once the crisis is over. If there's any work that we could safely do, we would, but because of social distancing and other issues, we can't take that chance, and neither, I'm sure, would you want us to have people in your property for something that isn't absolutely essential. Our estates officers continue to carry out essential testing in shelter schemes through this period, making sure that the Legionella testing is carried out on the pipeworks and looking out for any other urgent repairs in communal areas to ensure your health and well-being. The staff will avail of the facilities in the shelter schemes when they're round about. The facilities belong to MHA. The staff need to use them. Please respect the fact that when they are able to go into your sheltered schemes, and will be able to and need to use the facilities, because they are out and about, they're humans too, and we want them to be treated as such. We know that the communal refuse centres have been closed, and we really ask at this time to please show a bit of sense as regards fly tipping or large bulky items which can't be collected. Don't leave them about. If you leave one bag out, if you leave one item out, it'll attract 5 more. The last thing we need on top of this viral crisis, a public health crisis because of rubbish lying around and vermin being attracted to that rubbish, or more people coming along and flying, tipping in areas which are in our estates. We want you to respect your neighbours, and we want your neighbours to respect you as well, to keep the place, it's really important, clean and tidy during this very, very difficult time. Some of the work are continuing cleaning in the communal area of flats and also in the communal area of shelter schemes. Really important to keep them as clean as possible. Please don't approach any of the staff. They need to keep social distancing as well. It's in their health and safety and yours, as I mentioned previously. The vast majority of our staff are working from home now. The switch over from just a normal way of working to a new way of working has gone pretty smoothly. You'll find that we're having to help a lot more people because so many more people are going on benefits, are struggling to pay their rent, but we have redeployed people who would have been doing other things onto that side of the organisation now, because what are they going to do? They're there to help you. What are we here to do? We're here to help you, and that's exactly what they're up to. So lots and lots more people have been redeployed there. We've also offered staff up to the local authority for them to use for vulnerable people in our communities. We've got our own vulnerable people to look after. Our support team are working flat out, helping people through various small crises that they might find at this stage, and we're absolutely delighted to do it. We want to come out with this stronger and better, with you feeling good about the experience, horrible and all as it is generally, but the experience of dealing with us through this crisis. We're coming up to Easter break. We will be closed for normal day-to-day work as we normally would during Easter. Anyway, staff have been working very, very hard. They need to have a break too, so we'll be closed from 5 o'clock on Thursday until next Wednesday. Please, if you need to contact us during that time for an emergency, contact 0800 980 7751. We'll only be dealing with stuff on an emergency basis, like repairs during that period. Some of the other issues we're having to deal with are antisocial behaviour and just a kind of a general lack of respect or lack of thoughtfulness from one neighbour to another. Please respect your neighbours. Everybody's having a difficult time. You need to take into consideration they're having a difficult time too. Don't make too much noise. If there's any antisocial behaviour, report it as you normally would. And although our abilities to deal with such things through the court are limited at the moment, when this crisis is over, we're going to deal with anybody who created antisocial behaviour and was unsympathetic to the lifestyle and needs of their neighbours during this incredibly difficult time. Let's not make things any more difficult for anyone else than we need to. We are working with MCC and with the food banks to make sure emergency supplies get to people who are struggling to do it. But as I said, we will deploy our staff in any way that we can to help you in any way that we can. One of the things we're looking at the moment is the council and Monmouthshire County Council, who normally do our grounds maintenance, have had to shut down that service to redeploy people onto the bin lorries. We absolutely support that. We're looking at other ways that we can carry out the work. We're not really sure there are, but if there are, that's something that we'll be looking at in the next few weeks. So really, all that I can say is that on behalf of everybody at Monmouthshire Housing, staff, our board, all of our partners, we want to wish you a happy and safe Easter at this very, very difficult time. Just remember that in Monmouthshire Housing you have a friend. We are here to help. We want to help. We will help. Thank you all very much. Stay safe, stay apart, and stay well. Goodbye.